September, party on. Never was a cloudy day. Bow, bow. Good evening and welcome, friends. Welcome back. I'm just singing to myself, having a great time. We're back. We're playing Toy Soldiers. We're playing some board games tonight. We're continuing our playthrough of Primal: The Awakening. What a great day. What's happening on in this series, I say? Well, we're playing against Pazis. Last night we lost. Normally I play through, but I don't want to overdo. I'm quite still recovering from being unwell, so I'm trying not to overdo my stuff. I did do some painting this morning. That was great. Where's my glasses here? And yeah, had a great time. Had a great day, actually. What a nice day. Happy Sunday. But yes, so we played Pazis last night and we got beaten. Not because we were unable to defeat the guy, but this guy runs away like a little chump. Like a little crybaby chump. And so I need to play slightly differently so that he doesn't run away like a little chump. So I've reset everything. We are going to play this a second time. But yeah, good time. I spoke last night very briefly about my desire to get into a Euro. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm vibing this game at the moment. I really rate this game, and I want to try each of the new biomes, I think. But yeah, I think I'm just feeling like a Euro at the moment. Not sure. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ljonar can be our guy. Oh, red. Red starting in the flank. Very nice. Who would ever want to attack? But we know that the attack cards are usually have a yellow in your sequence. Starting with 2 there. Let's shuffle these. And on turn 1, we do not have to recycle any coloured cards, which is the dealio for this biome. You have to recycle coloured cards. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, what have we got to start off with? We have a yellow. We have to reveal a yellow, otherwise we suffer damage. So that's nice. Couple of blues. Opening draw 2. Ooh. Very nice. Rapid dash. We maybe try and go for this opening battle trance rapid dash combo so we can try and rank up our shield master nice and quick. Always good to do that. Over here, do we have a yellow? We absolutely do. So that's good. Okay, we don't have over here someone who becomes threatened. So I don't know that we need to worry too much about my guy. So do we want to consume? Do we want to consume this? I don't think so. So battle trance is 1 cost. Okay. I'm going to play push, which is a blue card. We're starting here. We haven't triggered anything, and I'm not going to move, so I have become threatened. I'm discarding these 2 blues. If this is the opening card, we draw 2. 1, 2. Cool. So now I'm going to play Battle Trance, which is a 1 cost card, and I'm going to discard Momentum. Do I discard Momentum, or do I discard Rapid Dash? No, we discard Momentum. Great. So that's a yellow, which means we have a defense card in our sequence. We're then going to check for here and see if this is a red. It's not a red. Should have done that first. And then I'll play Shield Dance by discarding Rapid Dash. So we are going to trigger a few things. First of all, we're going to do the damage from this weapon. So it is 2 damage. We've actually removed 2 struggle because we've played a yellow and we played a blue. And this is increase the damage this attack deals by 3. So we're going to do 5 damage to kick us off, which is very nice. And we are going to take some card things there. That's it, I think. 5 damage. Yep, perfect. And we're going to add a token to our mastery because we played yellow-red. So that's mastery number 1. We'll flip these 2. No, we'll do this over here. So the first one is each threatened player suffers damage unless they reveal. Okay, so we suffer damage from that. Can't avoid that. This one triggers as well. And this one says the active player suffers damage unless they have a yellow, which we do. So that's fine. We put a red and we put a rampage here. Drawing our damage. It's a 1, which is good, but we have to draw 2 because we're threatened. So we're taking 2 damage. We'll draw back up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are not starting in the flank, so we do not have to trigger her thing. Okay. So this red card is absolutely must have a yellow card in your sequence. We're not going to trigger that actually, so we don't have to worry about that. Do we want to move? Yes, we do. Ooh, maybe we don't. No, we will. We'll discard this Vigilant Guard to move 1 space into a flank sector up here. And then I'm going to play Flanking Strike, which is a blue. If you're in a flank sector, deal your weapon damage. Our weapon damage is 4. That's our first wound. Very good. That's an aggro card. So now I'm going to play this yellow by discarding a green. And it's called, if you have a focus defense, if you have an aggro card in your sequence, which we do, draw 2 cards. 1, 2. I'm now going to top deck and see if I have a red. No. But I will play Striking Weakness and I'll discard these 2 cards, which will inflict Vulnerable on the guy. I've got 2 yellows in my sequence, so let's have a look. The 0. Annoying stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couple of blues there, couple of blues. But we've got Vulnerable. Okay, and we're starting here. So, end of the round. The monster turns to the aggro player. That's fine. We're going to put 2 struggle on. We are going to consume. I think I'm going to grab. I think we're going to go for a big turn this turn. So I'm going to pop my Imperia, and I might do it here as well. Okay. So now we do behavior refresh. So we've added our 2 here. We discard the lowest card and we replace it with, oh look, the same card. And that's it. Oh, it's an extra damage from the damage plant. From that to my weapon damage. She's the aggro, so she will be the first player. And let's start and see if we have a red on top of our deck. We do. Oh, actually, we've got to recycle a green as well. Which we can. Perfect. Here, we have to recycle a green if we can. We have Stamina Surge. It's pretty good actually. I might keep Stamina Surge. We'll discard that one. Okay, so we're starting here. We're not starting in a flank sector. Do we wish to move? We don't need to move. Okay. I want to play both of these. Alright, I'm going to use Flanking Dance to move. When you discard this card from your hand to generate stamina for a movement, deal your weapon damage, which we will. We'll slide over to here. We'll deal our weapon damage, and that will be 4 damage, which is very nice. And so we're no longer threatened. I am now going to play Side Sweep for 1. No, we'll play Long Reach for 1, actually. And we'll discard... Okay, retract that. We'll start with Regroup. Choose a player in your sector or an adjacent one to draw 1. I'll choose myself. Done. Then I'll play Long Reach, which is a blue card. And I'm going to discard Escape. Because it's a blue, we remove this. I'm then going to play Side Sweep. And I'm going to discard this Backlash, which allows me to draw a card. I've played 2 blues in a row, so that levels up my Pierce level. That's nice. And then I might play an Elusive Maneuver and discard this Dodger's Edge. That says, if draw 1 if you paid with a green, draw 2 instead. So we're drawing 1, 2. Very nice. And now our Pierce level goes up again. So now I think we just go for this Blinding Strike, increase the damage this attack deals by 2. Alternatively, do we play another blue? No, we don't do that. Blinding Strike, it's a red, costs 1. We'll discard this red. It says, increase the damage this attack deals by 2. So my attack is dealing 6 damage. I could double that to 12. Do I want to double that to 12? Yeah, that seems like a reasonable option. So 1, 2, that's a wound. And then we're at 8, so we're going to do another 8. So that's here. So we are going to switch to stance 2. He actually has to put a Paralyzing Spore card in there. And that means we're going to shuffle Aerial Invasion into here. And we've still got 2 left over, so we're going to be on 8. When revealed, shuffle Aerial Evasion into the damage. G'day, Schlangers. And that's it. So we're now going to trigger this and this, which is a Rampage and this. We're going to gain a stamina token for finishing our turn with 2 cards in hand. The red triggers here, and it is, we did have a yellow in our sequence, so we do not suffer any damage. The Rampage is, the active player must reveal a blue or take a Paralyzing Spore. I do not have a blue in hand, I only have 2 reds. No, I do have a blue in hand. Oh, nice. The painting stream was this morning, mate, all over on Twitch. Cool. So we'll deal ourselves back up here and take a wound from that. But I uploaded the stream. Okay, very nice. Yeah, that was this morning. So Pazis turns to face the guy in the front sector. It's our turn. He's going to start by healing a wound because he's in a thing with a healing plant, but we are going to trigger this card. Oh, I need to take a thing. The 3. Oh, I'm pretty sure that I only had 2 in there. Yellow, blue, 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 red. Yep, so I take another damage. It's only 1 damage. But we get the 3 out, that's good. Pazis gains 1 minus struggle. We must suffer damage unless we can reveal 3 cards of the same colour from our hand. We cannot. It's a multicoloured spread. It's a rainbow. How many cards have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have 1 more. We're okay. So, do I want to move? Yes, I will move across to this damage plant location. So, do I have an assist here? I do. If I was to give up my assist, we could draw a card. I didn't have a great time in the gym. I did a circuit and it was not fun. How many reds have I got in here? 1, 2. How many reds have I got in here? 3, 4. So I've got 2 reds in here. I'm probably a quarter chance that that's a red on top. Alternatively, if I give an assist, I'll then know more information. Yep, I'll play that blue to assist, and that means we draw a card. It's a green. I'm now going to use my red scale helm to try and get a red. No, okay. So we want to do a yellow into a red. So let's do a yellow. We need to move. Did I move? Yeah, I did. Yep. So we're going to do a yellow into a red, and the red is going to be aggro strike. So the aggro strike, I'm going to discard bulwark and feint. So the feint lets me draw a card. Okay. So I've played yellow into red. Yeah, you fake German friend. She did. She was an absolute pest. How many blues have I got here, actually? I've got no blues. Have I got the cancel a card? Yes, you may discard this card from your hand to cancel the effects of that card. Great. Okay, so I don't have to worry about blues this turn. So this attack is doing 1, 2. I'm removing a struggle because of the yellow. And then I'm increasing the damage of this attack by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 7 damage. Plus the damage plant, 8. We've done another wound. We're down to 6. Mossy for Presidente. Yeah, she's a pest. We put another token on my Shield Mastery card, yellow, red. I am now going to be a crazy guy and do another yellow, red. So I'm going to go yellow into red. Bang, bang. So I'm going to trigger my Shield Mastery. And this says remove 2 struggle and increase the damage this attack deals by 1 shield for each thing in your sequence. So this is going to be a 2 damage attack, plus 2 is 4, so he's down to 6. Down to 5 wounds already. Very, very annoying. What a guy. Excellent. So now, he attacks us. We're not going to do anything about that because we've got 2 yellows in our thing. With Flip Shield Mastery, which is awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look, when your behavior card is revealed. So Pazis then turns to face, and it's the end of the round. This... Yes, I do use these for recording. Not when I'm doing my my stream, I have a Blue Yeti over there. It's permanently set up, but on here I use my Road Goes. They're very good. They're very, very good. So it's the end of the round, so we're going to trigger this card, and I know what it is. It says, we flee unless we can reveal 2 blues from our hand. Well, we've got 1 blue here. We've got no blue over here. However, we can discard this card, which is Shield Block, to cancel a behavior card. So we will do that, so that doesn't trigger. The next round, he's going to gain a struggle from us emptying his deck, and then he's going to gain a struggle because we emptied his deck. Much better than gaming headsets. We're going to end or discard this one, and at the end of this round, we're going to have this again. That's cool. Did I do another wound? Don't think so. We moved here. We have to recycle a blue. If you can't, you take a wound. So she has no blues to recycle, so she takes a wound. We'll recycle this blue, which means we're taking a wound from going through our deck. 1, 2. Recycle. We just recycle 1. So he's first. Do I want to move? Becoming threatened causes damage. So I don't think we want that. Yeah, kind of, mate. So this game is Monster Hunter World, I think is the name of it. It's a computer game, but it's a board game. So you head out and you face off against all manner of crazy monsters, and then you come back to your house after exploring this world, and you take bits from the monsters, and you can craft gear from the monsters based on where you fought them. So for example, this guy that we're facing now is a feather guy, so all of his gear is all about feather equipment. So you can make all of these, plus every hunter has their own unique selection of weapons that you can craft that level up as the game goes along. Yeah, I think it's very much Monster Hunter World, from my understanding. I've never played it, but it's got a really cool card play mechanic. Really clever, actually. One of the cleverest I've seen. The coloured cards each do different things, and you sort of constantly are just juggling how to play your cards in the right way. It's really, really clever. I like it a lot. So I have to move with this guy. I have to move. There's no reason not to. So I'm going to discard this Beyond Limits card to move, and we will move back here into this front sector. Yep. You do. You do need board game friends here. I'll play Perseverance. I'm going to discard this Agility card to play it. It allows me to draw 1. I draw a blue. It's annoying. I'll try and get a red using my helmet. No, that's bad. I can't do anything with that. So I'm just going to play a blue to remove a struggle, and it removes 2 struggle. I've got 1 defense card in my sequence. Of course it's a 2, so I suffer a 3rd damage. But that's all good. All good in the hood. I will draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many blues have I got? I've got 2 blues. Excellent. So we don't have to worry about him running away, which is good. Yeah, a lot of my friends play video games as well. turns to face. We're starting our turn in a healing sector with this healing plant, so we're going to heal. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do we want to play this red? Do we want to move, actually? Yeah, let's move into the flank with the damage plant. There is flank piercer. Ooh, that's good. Let's do that. I'll play flank piercer, discarding Dagger's Edge, Dodger's Edge, which says if you're in a flank sector, deal X damage where X equals your current pierce level. That's 2 damage. Better than nothing. And then, if I play Focused Defense, discarding this, I draw 2 because that has a aggro card in our sequence. Do I want to play Long Reach? I don't think I do. I think I'll keep that in hand. So I'm going to have 2 cards in hand. So I'm going to gain a stamina. I didn't remove any struggle, so he's still got 1 struggle. He's going to draw. It can only be a 2, or so we are defending fine. And we'll draw up 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So it's the end of the round, which is going to trigger this card, and it says Pazis must escape. We reveal multiple blues, which we can do, so the game continues normally. Proceed. This comes to here. It's the next round. So we all have to recycle a yellow card if we can. If we can't, we suffer damage. He is going to suffer a damage. He's at 4. She's also going to suffer damage. She is at 3. Where's all my damage markers at? We'll just do this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And she has the aggro, so she will be first. Pazis is turned to face. We now do behavior refresh, so we discard the lowest, which is this one. Here, and we replace it with a red. Excellent. And we are going to trigger this, which is starting in the front sector, which is he gains 1 struggle. And unless we can reveal 3 cards of the same colour, which we can't, we suffer a damage. So we're at 4 damage. I'm going to try and save my healing potions for this turn. We don't have to worry about becoming threatened. We just know playing a red is bad here. Okay. I feel like this is probably easy. We'll move. We're not going to become threatened. We're going to move here into this sector with the plant, the healing plant, and we are going to play Flanking Strike, which is if you're in a flank sector, deal your weapon damage. The first thing it does is it clears that. We are in a flank sector, we deal our weapon damage, that goes down to 5. Boop, boop. We need to get it to 4 to get to the next level. Then we're going to play Long Reach, and that's going to increase my pierce level. I'm going to discard Backlash, which allows me to draw a card. That also removes a struggle. Hey, Match Fixer. And then maybe I play a guard here, which is a green. It says you may immediately move without paying any stamina cost. I don't want to, but that's okay. And then I'm going to end. Ooh, do I play this? No, I can't do that. I'll do this one. It says Graceful Strike. If you are in a flank sector, remove 1 struggle. Fantastic. We've got 2 3 defense cards in our thing. That's a 2, so we're fine. She's going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not the best turn, but he turns to face. This guy now heals because he's starting in a sector with a healing plant. And he can afford to take a big red, I think. Alright, let's look and see if he's got a red on top of his deck. No, he doesn't. Oh, I would have loved that card. I've got nothing doing here. Absolutely nothing doing. Sure, let's play Surround and we'll discard Faint. That allows us to draw a card. It's a red. Oh, this could be a good card, actually. This could be a banger. That removes a struggle. We'll play this one to remove a struggle as well. And then I'm going to play Concentrated Attack, and I'm going to discard Stamina Surge because it allows me to get 2 here. Choose another player. Increase the damage this attack deals by 1 for each red in that player's discard pile. 1, 2, 3. So it's a 5 damage swing. That's okay. If it inflicts a wound, inflict vulnerable. It doesn't inflict a wound. That's a shame. That would have been good. Oh no, we're going to cop some absolute heat. Match Fixer. It's never off topic, mate. We're here playing games to talk about games. It's fine. I have very, very enthusiastically purchased all of the new content for Kingdom Death. The Survivors of Death 3, which has the models from the Screaming God vignette, which is awesome. Hollow, legendary character Hollow, and then Survivor Astri and some dice. Excited for that. Board games wise, I haven't looked too closely at many of the board games. So, but yeah, I'm sure as reviews start popping up that things will interest me. So, yeah, maybe. Who's to say? All 3 of these trigger, and I can't do anything about that. I suffer damage. I suffer damage. I suffer damage. That's 3 damage, which is going to take me to 6 of 10. This comes out, and we put a struggle here. Another one of those bad boys. He turns to face us. We draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. So we could heal here. We might not need to. Ah, Paralyzing Spore. You cannot move. That sucks. But at the end of the round, or at the start of the next round, sorry, we have to recycle a red. I've only got 1 red, so I'll recycle that into a yellow. Cool. Ooh. That Paralyzing Spore is crazy. And now we do Behavior Refresh, so these go away. This comes here, and we get these 2. Hey, we're starting in the front sector. He gains 1 struggle. Can we reveal 3 colours from this 3 cards from the same colour? No, we can't. We suffer a damage. So we're at 7. I am going to play Resilience. I have to reveal this card from my hand for Resilience, and I draw 1. Nice. I heal 1 because I start my turn in a sector with a healing plant. Choose another player. I can't move, so that means I'm becoming threatened. When you become threatened, you suffer damage. Is Resilience once per round? Nope. I'll reveal Resilience again. Draw a card. Okay. This might be good. I could discard this to deal 3 damage, but I think I want to play the blue. So that's Taunt and draw 2. You may choose another player to draw 1. Yeah, okay. So Let's play counterattack. It's a blue, and I'm going to discard one there. Let's play taunt by discarding immolate. Battle trance. Sorry, that allows me to draw 2. 1, 2. Then I'm going to look here and see if it's a red. It's not, but that's good. While this card is on top of your discard pile, any damage dealt to the monster by any source is increased by 1. So while your mastery is focused, ignore the stamina cost on your card. When we play a yellow, we remove a struggle, and we deal 2 damage because of this. Now I'm going to play Shield Dance for free. So this says, increase the damage this attack deals by 3, increase the damage this attack deals by 3. So we're at 8 damage so far. Which is pretty good. So that goes to here. So that puts us on 7. So we did 8. We had 3, so we've got 5 left. So we are on 9. We've got 4 wounds remaining now. Any time we have to reveal yellow from our hand, which we can. Can you reveal yellow? We can. So no damage there. When it suffers a wound, Pazis flees unless we can reveal blues. So this could be pretty great here, actually. Let's play this yellow, Resilience. Because it's yellow, it does that. It does 2 damage, down to 7. How many blues we got here? 1 blue. So we don't want to do a wound. Okay, let's play Momentum instead. Discarding Anticipate. And it says, search your discard pile for a red and add it to your hand. That's not going to work the way I wanted it to. Concentrated attack, I guess. Okay. So the Paralyzing Spore is at the end of the round. We discard it. We've got the 2 blues now, I think, which is great. We're going to shuffle this. We had many defense cards in our sector. This is a 1. So I just need to have 1 defense card to play. Okay, that's a lot of reds. That's fine. Good turn from Ljonar. Already facing us. These both trigger. We both have yellows, so there's nothing happening there. And that's not starting in a flank. That's there. And that's the end of the round. Yeah, this little dickhead running away. No, I think we're okay. I think I've got him under control. Do I have an assist? I do have an assist. So we might play that in a second. Let's see. Have I got a blue here? I do. So I just need to not play that blue. If you paid with a thingy, yes. Okay, striking weakness. Do we want to move? I don't think we need to worry about her taking damage. So yeah, we will take the threatened, actually. He needed to flip 2 because he was threatened. That's okay. So I'm going to, first of all, discard this card here, which has assist, and it says nothing, it's just a red, but that means we draw a card. Then I'm gonna draw a card, and if it's a red, I get to keep it. It's not a red. Ooh. Thank you, mate. Painting Vob was good. I talked a little bit about the thing. The show. It's great. Okay, I'll play this yellow. Bang. It says striking weakness. If you paid with a aggro card, which I did, inflict vulnerable. I'll discard Guided Charge, which says reclaim 2 yellows. I will choose this one and this one. I may immediately move. I will. Oh, I healed one because I started my turn with a healing plant. So this one is not one of the yellows, but that's okay. So I can play, if I play this side sweep, this blue, I am relying very heavily on drawing a blue. Do I have the cancel? I do not. Oh, this would be so good if I can draw a blue. Let me look at the numbers here. I've got 6 blues in my deck. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 there. 5. I do not have any more blues in my deck. I cannot afford to play this card as much as I want to. Because if I do, I will not draw a blue, or I'm relying on my deck to provide me a blue. And that is unlikely to happen. I've already assisted, so I need to keep this blue in hand, otherwise he runs away. Unless I have that card that says you have, you can cancel the card. No, okay, so I have to keep that blue, so I can't level up to maximum pierce. What a massive shame. What a massive shame. Alright, let's play Ward. Discarding regroup. It says you and another player in your sector draw 1. I'll draw 1. Then I'll play green Precise Step, and then I'll play Blinding Strike, discarding this. And it says increase the damage this attack deals by 2, and increase the damage this attack deals by 2. If you moved during your action phase, no. So okay, so this is dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 damage. So we're going to go to 13. We're going to inflict a wound. But we have to reveal 2 blues from our hands. There's the 2 blues. Boom. The game continues normally. And if the player is prevented from fleeing, he gains 1 struggle. There's 1 struggle. So I could actually make that attack deal 14, couldn't I? I could double it with the vulnerable. But if I save it for this big swing, it might be better. So I might do that. We'll save it for this big swing. We're going to trigger this red. It says each threatened player, there is 1 threatened player, suffers damage unless they reveal 3 cards in the same color. We can. Yes! Get out of here, guy. And this guy appears here. Okay, not bad, not bad. So we draw 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to shuffle these. 5. Okay. When you discard this card from your hand to do, oh, that's actually an extra point of damage because I'm in the damage plant section. I could have dealt another 8 damage. Is that worth it? No, it's not. We keep that. Okay, end of the round. Nothing happens. We now have to decide if we want to consume. Oh no, I need to do this. It's a 1 or a 1, so we suffer no damage. I will consume my potion. So he gets that, but I won't consume here, obviously. She played an aggro, so she will be first. She moved, so she's no longer threatened, actually. And that's it. So we now go to 3 struggle. Behavior refresh, we discard the end of the round. We do the same thing. We reveal the 2 blues. Now we do behavior refresh. This goes away. Oh, that's on top again. So end of the round, he's going to flee. If everything goes to plan, he won't even get a chance to flee. I'm going to kill him in this turn. Maybe. maybe. So, when it suffers a wound, Pazis flees. We're not starting in a flank. So I'm going to discard Flanking Dance. When you discard this card from your hand to generate movement, deal your weapon damage. That's 4 damage. Down to 8. We'll move to here. I need to draw cards. Do I have another assist? Nope. Oh, that's annoying. Let's see if this is a red. It's not a red. Oh. There is a yellow, so I could reclaim my focused defense. Ooh, okay, this can work maybe. We'll play Precise Step. It's a green. We'll then discard Vigilant Guard to play Side Sweep, which allows us to reclaim these 2 yellows, and it removes a struggle. We're in a flank sector, so it removes a second struggle. Ooh, this is going well. We're now going to play Draw Focus Defense, discarding Vigilant Guard. Draw 2. 1, 2. And I think I'm actually going to end my turn there. Oh, sorry, I had to recycle a blue and a green. Well, let's just assume I discard these 2. 1, 2. Yep, okay, fine. So I end my turn with 2 here. I can only discard a blue here. And I can't discard a green. So I suffer a wound. This is round 6. Wow, this has flown by. So I'll draw 2 cards. 1, 2. I need the blues, man. It's so annoying. We've got 2 cards in our sector, or in our sequence, so we suffer no damage there. Haven't triggered that, haven't triggered that. Pazis turns to face. Alright, Sword and Shield guy. Let's do this. We can move, so we will move, discarding Rapid Dash to move into the sector with the plant. We're no longer threatened. Let's see if this is, it's not going to be a red, but we'll see anyway. It's not a red. Concentrated attack is going to do some damage, or I can play both of these red cards. Let's do that. Concentrated attack and Shield Dance. So that's going to do 2 damage and 3 damage for a total of 5. Oh, I lie. It's actually slightly better. While this card is the top card of your discard pile, no, we don't get that, but we do get the plant. So it's actually going to be 7 damage. He's got 1 health remaining. How many blues have I got? I've got no blues. I need to draw blues here, or we are in big trouble. Good chance. There's good chance. Come on, Deno. You can do it. No. What has this one got? No, no. I've done it again. He's done it again. I've done it again. I've lost again. This is bullshit. I don't know if I did my thing. No, I think I did. The likelihood that I draw 0 blues there is absolutely outrageous. When you would suffer that, no. Discard. If that, guard, you're another, no, no. That's it. He gets us again. I've got no blues in my hand. I was going to absolutely crush this guy this next turn. That stupid cycling cards, man. This stupid thing cost me. Because I had to discard this. Oh, punishing. Sorry, and I know that's happening because this card is going to trigger because it's the end of the round. And it says, Pazis flees. And unless we can reveal 2 blues, and we can't reveal 2 blues. And I have a card in each of these decks that lets me cancel a card. When a behavior card is revealed, you may discard it to cancel it. Fine. And this one is, when a behavior card is revealed, you may discard this card from your hand. And I don't get to use it. I don't get to use it. I lose again. That's devastating, man. I'm not happy with that. That is bullshit. I'm going again. We're going again. You're a dickhead, Pazis. I've had enough of your shit. 3rd time's a charm. What a pest. What an absolute pest. I do like a challenge, though. That is good. Boop. I felt like I had that one fully under control. Fully under control. But as it turned out, I did not have it under control. This guy is he's not actually difficult to beat. Like, he's not actually difficult to kill, and he doesn't tend to do a lot of damage to kill you. But what he does do is run away a lot, and that counts as a loss. So, running away sucks. So, do I try a different tack? Do I try and rush early to try and get? I'm not sure. My pierce level goes back down to nothing. I need to get that pierce level up. Here's some blues. Ooh, ooh, that's nice. Useless. Useless, I say. Okay, so we'll start with the shield here. Okay, and I'll shuffle this little thing. So once again, we start the game by placing out 2 struggle, deciding if we want to consume. We do not want to consume. So I think I play shield block, which is a yellow, into shielded strike, which is an attack card. It's going to remove 2 struggle, and it's going to cost me these 2 to do that. If I play Bulwark or Perseverance first, I'll do that first. I can draw a card and then pay that for that attack. So yeah, we're going to do just a little 2 damage, but we're going to trigger both of these, and I think these are both fine. I've become threatened because I haven't moved. Don't suffer any damage, do suffer a damage. Red and a rampage. And that's it. So he's going to draw 2, a 1 and a 2. So we've got 2 defense cards, so we do not suffer any penalty. We place a counter on our card because we did yellow-red. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some blues. Do we have an opening or an assist rather? We do not have an assist. Okay. So here, do we want to move? No. I'm going to move with this card. Cool. So I'll play Regroup. It's a freebie. It's opening, so I get to do a draw. Then I am going to do a Dashing Leap, which allows me to immediately move without paying any stamina cost. So I will move over to here. That would remove Struggle, but it's not going to. I am then going to play Flanking Strike. If you're in a flank sector, deal your weapon damage. I am. That's going to deal 5 damage because of the tree, the angry tree, which is great. And then that moves up my Pierce level. And now I'll play Guided Charge. Because I moved, I'm no longer threatened. And I'll discard this Sudden Dash. And that will take me up to Pierce level 2. Not doing any more damage. As long as this is a 1. Hey, we suffer no damage. And we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Ryan. I just bought the binder from Officeworks, but the actual important bit is these things. So the binder is just like a normal binder, but these are card sleeves, and these are BCW 15T or something like that, 12T, and they're coin collector cards, coin collector sleeves. So they're for people who collect coins. And I've got these for my Kingdom Death ones, and also for my Primal, and I also had them for my Aeon Trespass. So you just got to make sure you get the right size. They're actually all three of those are different sizes. So these are quite large. 50 millimeters isn't quite big enough, because you can fit 4 across on your Kingdom Death sleeves. These ones only fit 3. So there you go. And I just got the sleeves from Amazon, I think. So end of the round. Did I play an aggro card there? I did. So we're going to take the aggro. He's going to turn to face. We didn't trigger any of these, so we're going to do this gets discarded and gets replaced by the same thing. He gets 2 struggle. We get the option to consume and draw a weapon, draw some cards. I might do that this turn. Let's go hard. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 1, 2. Ooh, okay, that's nice. And then I have to take a damage for each of those. 1 and 1 for just using my potions. This guy has to put a paralyzing spore card on his discard pile because he's threatened. That's it. Okay, so it's back to her. It's round 2. We have to discard a green from our hands if we can. I will discard, or recycle is the actual word. Oof. And do you have a green? You do. Momentum. Perfect. So this card is absolutely, if you have a yellow card in your sequence, you suffer no damage. I don't have 2 blues, so there's no value for me in playing the 2 blues. So instead, I might start with this yellow. Sorry, let's go this. Backlash. Discard this card from your hand. You may draw 1. I will draw 1. Very good. So now I'm going to play Striking Weakness. So this says, if you paid with an aggro card, you inflict vulnerable. And that allowed me to move, by the way. So I'm going to move into the flank sector over here. So I've inflicted vulnerable because I'm going to play this. Hello, Daniel. I'm going to play long reach and flanking. I'll actually use that one for movement. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Yep. So we've inflicted vulnerable. So if I do a big attack, I could double the damage. We'll just play this red. It's 1 cost. I'm going to play this one, which is Graceful Stride. And it says, if you're in a flank sector, increase the damage this attack deals by your weapon level. If you're in the rear sector, increase it by 3. So we're going to do 5 damage. I could double it to 10. I will. I'll double it to 10. We're going to inflict vulnerable again. So it's going to be 1 damage. Then it's going to be 8. And then it's going to be another 1. So he's got 7 damage there. Nothing triggering there. Cool, cool, cool. That allows me to then reclaim 2 greens for playing that card. So I'll just reclaim Graceful and Sudden Dash. Guard, guard, guard. Cool. So those 2 come back into my hand. We then trigger this, and this is, if you have a yellow, you do not suffer damage. We do. It triggers this Rampage. And the Rampage is Pazis. You must reveal a blue from your hand. I can't. We have to place a Paralyzing Spore card. Boo. Alright, so now starting in the front sector or when a player becomes threatened. So now I'm going to play this green card, Dodger's Edge. Draw 1 for each card with guard in your discard pile. That's going to let me draw 3, max 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm now going to play an Elusive Maneuver, which is a blue, and it says draw 2 if you play with a green, which I will. Be a blue, be a blue. Oh, this is bullshit. 2 of these are blues, 1 of them's blues. Damn, okay, so I've only got 1 more card left. So it's probably just a Blinding Strike, I think. Play this red, and I'll discard this yellow Vigilant Guard. Increase the damage this attack deals by 2, so this is a 6 damage swing. He's down to 1. And I've used the vulnerable. That actually doesn't trigger anything, which is amazing. There was an aggro in there, so he turns to face us, which means at the start of this, I am not in the front, I'm not in the flank, but I do need to move, otherwise we will become threatened. I'm going to discard, I'm going to draw 1 more card here. On Pierce level 3, or 2, I think we're on 2. So I'm going to play this card to assist, which allows him to draw a card. Does she suffer damage? No, she does not. Okay, I want to move. So let's play Immolate to allow me to move into the damage sector. Very nice. Okay, so I'll play Push, which is a blue card, to remove a struggle, and I'll discard this counterattack because it allows me to pay for the 2, and it's also draw 2 cards. Oh, here we go. So I'll play a yellow attack plan into an aggro strike, and that I'm going to do this. Stamina Surge, discard it for a red, it counts as 2. Decrease the damage the attack deals by 1 for each aggro card in your discard pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a 6 damage attack. So we're going to do 1. We've still got 5 left over. This goes away. This goes away. This goes into here. So he's got 5 left. These are 10 damage a swing. We've played an aggro card, so this goes here. Okay. So now, that was my second yellow-red for my mastery. If I could go yellow-red, which I can get my mastery leveled up. Let's do it. Yellow-red. Oh, actually, it's an extra damage because I'm in the damage plant sector. So I'll pay both of those. We're going to flip the mastery, which is awesome. Is this a red? I'll add it to my hand. It's not. I don't get to draw 2. Shield Dance while your mastery is focused. No. Increase the damage this attack deals by 3, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4 and 4. So we've done a wound. Cool. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She had this. Tell me about Enchanted Ivy, Daniel. What do we got going on there? We had 2 yellows, so we're fine. Pazis turns to face. End of the round. Nothing triggers. Nobody became threatened. So we'll start the next round by doing this. We'll do a behavior refresh. We'll place this bad boy out on the board. We're then going to start by, he should have healed a wound because of the healing plan. We're going to start by being in this sector. It says Pazis gains +1 struggle, and I suffer damage unless I can reveal 3 cards of the same colour from my hand. I can't, but I do have a resilience, so that allows me to draw a card. So I'll suffer a damage. Pazis gets another struggle because he's cycled through his deck. Alright, so we know at the end of the round that he is going to run away unless I can reveal 2 blues. Currently I have no blues, but I do have this red card that says when a behavior card is revealed, you may discard this card from your hand to cancel the effects. So we definitely want to do that. Probably. So I'll do a Drawn to Danger to start us off, and I'll discard this, which means I'm going to suffer my weapon level. Oh, I actually probably need to move, don't I? Yes, so I'll discard a card to move first. This blue. And we're going to remove 2 struggle for that card. Then we'll see if I can get a red from the top of my deck. I can't. But I can play Tempered Pain, which is a yellow, which removes a struggle. It will trigger 2 damage because of my weapon mastery. Then if I play this red here, beyond limits, you may suffer 1 damage. If you do, increase the damage this attack deals by 2 and choose a player to draw 1. I will choose Zaraya to draw 1. And I will suffer 1 damage, so I'm at 4. This damage of this attack is increased by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 damage. Down to 5, 7. Ryan, great question, mate. I love this game. I have every released expansion for it. It's fantastic. I would definitely recommend your first expansion be the 2 Hunters expansion. There's actually 2 now. There's actually 2 new extra Hunter ones. Either of them are good. The first one releases a chick who uses two blades and a rifle, and this one has a dude who beats on a war drum and a spear wielder. So they're both great. They add a lot of really interesting gameplay. The next thing that I would definitely recommend is the little expansions that increase the number of biomes. So you've got the feather, the ice, and the venom expansions, I think, is the only three. And they all add cool new monsters that you can fight, as well as brand new equipment. So, for example, for the spear wielder, I've got the normal fire, bone, coral, crystal, electricity, and metal. But we've now got feather, venom, and ice weapons for everyone, which is awesome. The third one that I would recommend is the Nightmare expansion. So it adds a high difficulty level for some of the monsters. I don't use it a lot, so it's why I rate it third. But it is a good expansion because it does give you some levers to change how the game plays, and it's quite fun playing against the monsters with a little bit more difficulty. It also comes with a small mini campaign. It's a three game campaign, which is nice if you just want to play a little small version of the game. And then the last expansion I would recommend, and this is not because I think they're bad, but just because of the overall cost to value ratio, is these biomes. So these are quite new. There's different neoprene mats for each of the locations that you can face off against. This is a crystal mine, for example, and they add unique rules to each biome. So I'm playing through this now just so I can experience what that's like, which is cool. Are we on to this turn? Should I have recycled a blue? No, I don't think so. Maybe. We'll worry about that later. Cool. So I've done that damage. We've gotten down to 5. We're not triggering this. We know at the end of the round this is going to happen. Nobody's become threatened. Great. And now I will play another attack, which is just going to be 1-2 damage because this guy's shield sucks. I've got 1 defense card in my sector. It's not enough to save me. I go to 5 damage, and that's okay. So let's draw, hopefully, 2 blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 1 blue and a whole lot of greens. No assist. Zaraya. We need to keep that. We'll use our stamina potion to move. We start our turn in the sector to heal. So let's move to here with the damage plant. And then, so if I reclaim to, I've got to keep that in hand. I've got to keep that or that, either option. All right, I'll do Precise Step. It's a green. And then I'm going to play Guardian's Reach. I'm going to increase the damage this attack deals by 2 because it is a green followed by a red. And that is not going to trigger any cards. And so that's going to do 6 damage, which is going to take us down to 4 wounds. 1, this goes away. This goes away. So we're now 14. So it's a 13 wounds. Okay, I do have an aggro, so I'm going to play Focus Defense, discarding Flank Piercer to allow me to draw 2. I've got 2 yellows in my thing, which is nice. 1, 2. Now I'm going to draw a red. No. Okay, but if I play this card, It will do 4, 5 damage. Not really useful. But it doesn't hurt, I suppose. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll play that. When you discard this card from your hand, you may draw 1. I'm not doing that. I'm playing it as an attack. It deals 5 damage. This is down to 8. We've got 4 wounds to go. And at the end of this round, this guy is going to run away. I've got 2 defense cards. The 3 hasn't come out yet, but we're okay. Oh, it's an extra 2 damage because of the damage plant. Done. We have to reveal a yellow or suffer damage from that. And I don't have a yellow there. When you would suffer damage, you may discard this card. I'm not. Okay. He's got 6 wounds. He's a pest. We're gaining a stamina token here because we're ending with 2. 1, 2, 3. 2 blues. Okay. So end of the round. This triggers. Bang. Pazis flees. I need to reveal 2 blues. There's 2 blues, 3 blues. So we're fine. We don't have to do that. The rampage triggers. It says the active player must reveal a blue. Done. That is that. So this comes out and this comes out. And then we are going to do behavior refresh. So that one's going to go away. That one's here. We've got 3 struggle. When he suffers a wound, he flees. All good. We did play the aggro, so she's up first. Do I want to heal? I'll only heal 2. I don't think I will. This is going to let me inflict vulnerable. Ooh, this is going to increase the damage. I just need to get this pierce level up so I can do 1 massive strike. Come on, Deno. Okay, so start of the round, we have to recycle a yellow. This guy can't, so he suffers a damage. She can, so she recycles that yellow. Damn, I really wanted that card. C'est la vie. She's going first and she's starting in the front sector, which means he gains another struggle. We have to reveal 3 cards of the same colour. We can't, we suffer a damage. We are going to spend this to move into the healing sector here. And then, okay, this could work. Did you lose it? I'm very good at brass. Ooh, okay. So let's play Dashing Leap as a blue. We'll remove 1 struggle. Then let's play Side Sweep here. And it says if you're in the flank sector, this removes the struggle increased by 2. So we've only got 1 struggle, and we've moved our pierce level up because we've gone there. This one says you may immediately move without paying any stamina cost. I will. I'll move to the other side here, so we're not going to trigger this flank card. Then I'm going to play this green, which is Dodger's Edge. I'm going to discard this card. It says draw 1 for each card with a guard in your discard pile. So that's got guard. That's got guard. That's got guard. So I draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to keep those in my hand. I've played 1 defense card. We suffer no damage. It's a good turn. Draw up to 5. Gain a stamina token. We've got 1 blue. I need to keep 1 blue. No, unless I do a wound. Okay, cool. So Pazis turns to face. I think we're on turn 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I might have missed a turn. So I'm going to start by playing Perseverance, draw 1 over here, and I'm going to discard Feint. When you discard that, you draw 1. So I'm drawing 2. Fantastic. I'll draw a card to see if it's a red. It's not. What a guy. He does great stuff when he's got yellow and red cards, and he's got none of them. We needed to move with him to get into the healing plant, so Sure, I'll just move that one. I don't think he's going to do anything else. I think maybe he's just going to play... Let's play Stamina Surge, and I can reduce the next card I play. Yes, I'll discard that. And then I can play this Bulwark for free and remove the struggle. Let's do that. I'm not gaining a stamina, but that's it. I'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. That's awful. Do we get attacked? It's the 3 we do. We've got 8 wounds down. 8 of 10. Pazis turns to face. We discard that card and we reveal a spray of reds, which will be okay. So to end the round, we have to recycle a red if we can. I will recycle Aggro Strike into an agility. Perfect. It's a waste to heal because it's not value, so I won't heal now. She doesn't need to heal. 2 struggle. 1 card triggers a lot of activity here. This guy's going first. He heals because he's in a healing plant sector. I will start with... I can't move, so I become threatened. When you become threatened, you suffer damage. But I'm just going to suffer the damage. 8 wounds. I'm going to play agility and I'm going to discard this blue counterattack. That allows me to draw 2. 1, 2. The shield block. Very nice. I'll play taunt and I'll discard immolate. That says draw 2. 1, 2. Because it's a yellow, I remove a struggle and I deal 2 damage. 1, 2. Do I have enough blues? I do not have enough blues. I can't. Oh, when the behavior card is revealed, you can cancel it. All right, let's do that. I'll play concentrated attack. Discarding attack plan. It says, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, because I don't have any blues. Oh, that's some absolute bullshit from you, Deno. It would have done a perfect thing. It would have been absolutely stunning. Have I tried to add a red to my deck? Let's add a red to my deck. It is. Oh, man. I need a blue. Hang on, have you got an assist? You got no assist. I can't do damage because the guy runs away. Absolute cooked. This is cooked bullshit. So if I do a wound, he runs away. The only way I can stop that is by revealing 2 blues. I have a handful of reds and yellows. Last turn I was complaining about that. Oh, I can cancel a shield card. Oh, fucking bullshit. I would do so much damage if this inflicts a wound, inflict vulnerable. Oh my goodness, this is fucked. Why do I not have an assist card? I can actually play resilience, can't I, when I suffer a wound? Resilience. After you suffer damage, so I can actually draw a card. It's a red. You are an absolute shit guy, Deno. If this is that's just, you're a fuckwit. You fuckwit. What a guy. What an absolute puss bucket scumbag. Oh. I'm aggravated, can you tell? I am going to do nothing. It's a 0 or... Don't be the 3 or I'm going to fucking start a riot. A 2. I suffer no damage. At the end of the round, I discard my Paralyzing Spore. I gain a stamina token. And I have to discard one of these. I think it's going to be... this attack plan. What a shit dick this guy is. I am not happy. I'm not happy about this at all. All right, over here, Zaraya. Okay, so I can discard this card from my hand to generate stamina for movement to deal my weapon damage. I will. That's going to deal 4 damage, which is going to fucking trigger it. And I don't have any blues, so I can't do that. Oh. Oh. All right, I'll just use this to move. This is a fucking load of shit, man. All right, I'll play Regroup. It's a yellow. Choose a player in your sector or in an adjacent one to draw a card. Please, please be a blue. You are a dickhead. You're an absolute dickhead. Graceful Strike. I'll discard, or Graceful Stride. If you're in a flank sector, remove a struggle. That is all I'm doing. What an absolute load of tits. Do I suffer a damage? It's not the 3, it's a 1. Okay, so we're going to get value out of using our healing there. All right, okay. 1, 2. Please give me a blue. No, blues! Played 2 aggros. She's going to be first. Okay, we're calm. We're measured. It's the end of the turn. I have to discard a blue and a green from both people. That'll happen after I use my consume. So I'm going to suffer 2 more damage. So I'm up to 6 again. Because I can't recycle 2 cards there. Here, green and a blue. I'll discard those 2. Draw into a Paralyzing Spore. Fantastic. Couldn't have asked for better. These all get run away into this, which means he gets this. Into this and this. Okay, great. So now we're starting in the front sector. So he's going to gain a struggle, which takes him to 4. It's going to rampage. I have to reveal 3 cards or a blue. I have a blue. End of the round, we need to have 2 blues. I don't have 2 blues. I can't do a wound. You dickhead. Oh, you absolute dickhead. Did I give myself a stamina token? I think I did. But I can't move. So I'm going to become threatened. When you become threatened, you suffer a damage. Oh man, I'm struggling. I'm having a struggle fight right now. This is angry. I guess I'm just going to play Escape, discarding Flank Piercer. If you're in a flank sector, deal X damage, where X equals your current pierce level. I'm not playing that. I'll play Vigilant Guard. And that's it. I'm not moving, so I have to flip 2 cards. 1 and a 1, so we suffer no damage. I discard the Paralyzing Spore. And I draw into 2 blues. Thank goodness. So I can now finally attack with the guy who's awful at attacking. Fantastic. All right, we're on now. He turns to face us in the rear. He heals a wound because he starts in an angry plant. He's got a token to move. He'll move into the sector with the plant that helps us do damage. All right, we're on now. So I play Last Breath. I discard Shielded Strike to do it. It's a yellow, so it removes the struggle. Deal damage equal to the monster equal to the damage you currently sustain. That is 5. I also, because I played a yellow, deal 2 more, so that's 7. So that's 4 plus 3 is 11. Done. So I've done a wound. When I do a wound, I have to reveal 2 blues. There's 3 blues, so you can get wrecked. Then I'm going to play Shield Dance. When your mastery is focused, you ignore the stamina cost on this card. I will do that, as a matter of fact. And so this, oh, yep. So this is going to deal 3, 6, 7, 8. So he's down to 3. And that's good. I do also, yep, that's it. We trigger this. That's right. So this is each player suffers each threatened player. That's both of them suffers a damage. It's 2 damage now. So we're at 4 over here. Oh my god, this has been awful. Is this a red? It's a blue. Fantastic. Oh, hang on, I could actually cancel that. Do I cancel that? Yeah, I'll cancel that. I'll cancel that card using that. So I'm not going to suffer 2 on everyone. That's good. But that does mean I can't do anything else with my turn. So that's fine. Is this a 1? It's not. We suffer 2 damage. It's actually 2, so it doesn't matter. Oh, there's 0. That's punishing. Okay. I've used my healing potion. That was good. We're getting down to the fiery end now. And I feel like we're a chance this time. So Pazis turns to face. Bang. It's the end of the round. He triggers this, and it says he flees, and he spends all 3 of this to make us reveal 3 blues. I have 3 blues. So that's all good. This comes here. It's the next round. We have to discard a yellow and a red. 2 of that. This gets discarded. And this one appears. So discarding a red, yes. And a yellow, can't. So taking another wound, we're back up to 8. And it's a recycle, yep. And this one is a red and a yellow. So we'll discard this, which allows me to draw 2. And a yellow. All good. Okay. Okay. He's going first. He needs to move. He can move. We'll discard concentrated attack. He's not going to do any damage. He's going to move into this healing sector over here. And he is then going to play agility, which is a green. And a discard a blue to allow me to draw 2 cards. It's a paralyzing spore, but we've already moved, so that's good. I guess we just play tempo. Discard one of these. Keep 2 cards in our hand, gain a stamina token. Hope against hope that that this card is a 1 and not the 3. Oh, we survive with the big guy. It's good stuff. And then that gets us discarded and we draw 1, 2, 3. Okay, that last breath is pretty cool. It's resilience. Pazis turns to face. All right, we're in okay shape here. We have no blues there. We have no cancelling of cards there. But we've got a lot of blues here. So I can move, and I will move. Oh. So I have to become threatened. I have to move to not become threatened. So I'm going to move with waiting strike. So we'll move into the damage sector. We're in the flank. I'm going to play flanking strike. It says if you're in a flank sector, deal your weapon damage. I am in a flank sector. I deal my weapon damage. It's 4. So we've got 2 wounds left. Oh, I'm getting excited now. We've got 2 wounds left, and he would flee unless we can reveal 2 blues. There's my 2 blues. If I play 1 more blue, I get my pierce level to 4. And that would be pretty good. So let's do it. Let's play Elusive Maneuver, and I'm going to discard Dodge's Edge to allow me to draw 2. 1, 2. Okay. Not what I hoped for. Just means we can't do the wound this turn. But our pierce level is max. That means that on 1 swing, I can do 12 damage. And if I can inflict vulnerable, that will be enough damage to end the fight. Come on, Deno. So I'm not going to trigger that. It's actually an extra damage because I'm in the weapon plant. Let's play this sudden dash. You may immediately move without paying any stamina cost. We'll go into the healing plant sector. And then I guess we just play this green to try and avoid a damage. Actually, it doesn't matter if we cop damage. So I think I'd rather keep the 3 cards in hand. 1 aggro. Hey, Tabletop Troubadour. Thanks you, mate. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it myself. It's been really good. All right, is this the 3? It's not. Fantastic. All right, I think we are home here. Maybe. Don't count your chickens. Don't count your chickens, Dano. So this is here. It's the 8th round. We have to recycle a blue and a green. So I'm going to recycle this and this into a red and a yellow. Here, this guy recycles a red and suffers a damage to go to 9. That's okay, maybe. I've got no blues. I can't do a damage again. We get rid of this card. We replace it with a red. I can't do damage. Unless I can draw a lot of blues here. How many blues do I have? 3. I've got 3 there. How many cards do I have left in this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm about a 70% chance to draw the blues. Alright, she's starting. I'm going to try and see if this is a red. If this is a blue, this is the worst decision ever. You are a fuckwit, Deno. Hang on, do I have a card that lets... Okay, I'm not going to do that because I actually have a card that's draw 1. So I'm better off playing that. I play Precise Step and then I play Focus Defense from... I do that to move. I heal 1. I move to there. I deal my weapon damage, which is 5. So we're down to 7. And I draw 2. 1, 2. Okay. There is more struggle attached. That's fine. Okay, now if I draw a card, I'm cooked. So I might try and draw a card now. Okay, I really wanted that card because that's vulnerable, but whatever. Let's play Side Sweep. Discarding Flank Piercer to reclaim a yellow. And a yellow. So I'll pull these 2 back. Okay, this plan might work still. I'm going to play Striking Weakness, which is a yellow. If you paid with a red card, which I will, inflict vulnerable. The vulnerable has happened, and now I just need to draw 2 blues. I'm a good chance. I have a stamina token. There's 1. Please, Deno. 2. Please, Deno. Oh, you are such a shit guy. That's okay. Maybe I've got some drawing cards over here. Be the 3. Yes! Okay. It's actually, it's right on the razor's edge here because I've only got 2 more turns to do it. I need to draw cards. Do I have an, actually I've got an assist there. All right, I'll play the assist. Maybe this will help. Paralyzing Spore, actually. I'll do it the other way. Do you have an assist? You don't. This is just absolute bullshit. I'm getting sloppy now. I heal because I'm in a sector with a healing plant. I am not starting in a flank, so there's nothing happening over there. I do have to move, so I will move into the rear. My channel's not getting really good. This is bullshit. I'm getting absolutely smashed. I've got 7 damage. I can do up to 7 damage. 6 damage I can do. Okay, how about this? How about play? You may suffer 1 damage. I will. If you do that, increase the damage the attack deals by 2, or choose a player to draw 1. I will choose myself. So this just deals 2 damage. He's down to 5, and I will draw into a green. I will play Perseverance by discarding my Resilience. And then I guess we just play Attack Plan to discard this. That's a 2, I think. And I'm going to discard all 3 of these cards at the end of my turn to try and draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't draw a blue here. We lose. No, we don't lose because I haven't done a wound. This is a 2. We don't suffer any damage. I didn't play an aggro, so that's actually good. It means we don't turn to face. Is there a blue? There's 3 blues. It's on. It's on! Vulnerable is inflicted, baby. Look out. This guy's in trouble now. End of the round, nothing triggers. I'm struggling. So this turns to 3. This gets discarded. We shuffle these and replenish that to 4. It's a rampage. I've got a vulnerable in play. So the next time I play an attack, I can use my thing, my pierce. Oh, this is awesome. This is it. I think we've just done it right now. So I just play, I don't move because I'm in the damage sector plant. I become threatened, which means I suffer damage, 2 damage because of the thing, but that's fine. I play Blinding Strike. I discard this green card. Increase the damage his attack deals by 2. So this attack is doing 12, 13 for the plant, 14, 15, and I double it to 30. He's got 19 left. Bang, bang. I have to reveal 2 blues or he runs away. There's 2 blues. You fucking idiot! You stupid bird! Fuck! Get out of here, dickhead! Oh, what a dickhead! So good. So good. Okay, I beat this clown. So we unlock the Feather Forge. Fantastic. I get some stuff and I earn 2 achievements. So we read chapter 2. Here's what happens in chapter 2. 3 quests are unlocked. Hey, Paul, we just beat that stupid bird idiot. Okay, so everyone can vote on who we want to play next. I did. It took me 2 cracks, but we got it done. Okay, we've got the Feather Forge unlocked. So let's go over here and we'll look at the Feather Forge for a little bit. So the Feather Forge is actually not one that I generally go for very often. Here it is. Here is the Feather Forge. So my totemic Jungle Fang is a new weapon. Let's have a look at that if I want to make a Jungle Fang. So I've got Jungle Fever. So Jungle Fang is when you move, deal 1 damage. Pretty nice. And it's 3 damage on a swing, but 9 if you get the pierce level up. So it's not as strong as the fire weapon, which is not unsurprising. The fire weapon does tend to be strongest. But I do particularly like the feather gear and what the gear does. So the boomerang is at the end of your action phase, if the first and your last cards in your sequence are green, deal 1 damage for each card in your sequence. Cool. Feathered coat. When you move, if you are not the aggro player, you may reveal a green to ignore the movement cost. Very nice. The helmet. When a player in an adjacent sector is paying the stamina cost of the card, you may reveal 2 cards of the same colour. If you do, reduce the stamina cost. And at the end of your action phase, you may search the top 3 cards of your discard pile for a green and add it to your hand. Totemic plate. Very strong. Very strong. What's the red one? The red scale armor. If your health is critical, draw 1. Oh, that's nice too. So, NJ, very nice of you to say that, mate. I'm pretty quick. I'm pretty quick as a painter, and I definitely did some cool stuff on the show. I'm still in it right now, so that's good. Hopefully that stays the case. Who's to say? So I do want to craft this feather shield. So the feather shield is called Shard. Here it is. When the monster turns to your sector, draw 1. You can taunt because you taunt with that guy. So you'd basically taunt him and draw cards. So you have a free taunt effectively. And she's quite good at dealing damage from the flank and stuff. So I can use that pretty well. It's also 3 damage instead of 2, which is better than the basic shield. So I think we will craft this shard for him. But I do like the fire shield, or the fire armor there, I think. So, who do we want to face in the next mission? I will let everyone decide who we play next. Our options here are A Memory of the Desert. So that is Toramat, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's Toramat. Ozu. That's the crazy coral guy. He's awesome. That's a Venom or an Ice one. All right, so we've got Coralwyn, which is like a coral monster. We've got Ozu, which is like a lightning bug. We've got Haidar, he's like a poison lizard. We've got, is it Huron? No. We've got Toramat, he's like a big rock guy. I'm not the best painter in Australia, mate. Dave Colwell is. I'd be maybe somewhere around 15th. Is it Circage? Ravenous Winter. Circage. There we go. Okay, so let's look at the weaknesses. So this is where it starts to become interesting because we have feather and we have fire. So Circage does not have any weaknesses to them. Toramat does not have any weaknesses to them. Haidar has a weakness to fire. Ozu, no weaknesses. And Coralwyn has a weakness to feather, and that's it. So I think we should either go for Coralwyn or Haidar. And given that Ryan has never seen Haidar, maybe we go that guy because we have the fire gear. So let's do it. Haidar, that's who we'll play in the next mission. Of course, he's all painted, like all of my guys are painted. And he will get us access to the Venom weapons. Cool. Haidar it is. So we are going to do some crafting. So my shield guy, I want to replace his base armor. So I want to craft the red scale armor. I need one of those scales, so you can actually cash that in for one of those. So I'll do that, and I'll craft a red scale armor, which is nice. And that means he's now got 2 red gear, which means he will get a bonus. And it's also, if your health is critical, draw 1, which would have been quite useful in that mission because he would have been drawing a lot more cards. I could have crafted that last mission, I should have, but I didn't. And then I will craft my 2 potions again. So craft that. We'll just go that and that, sure. And yeah, and then we'll also craft the feather one. Shard, perfect. Craft. Now, do we want to craft the other feather gear? So it is totemic plate. No, do we want to craft the feathered coat? When you move, if you are not the aggro player, you may reveal it green. I don't think so. Do we want a boomerang? He's more about yellows, this guy, so I don't think we need either of those. We'll keep our stuff. I have done a Haidar playthrough. I think in my nightmare phase, I played a nightmare campaign. I think I actually lost to Haidar like 4 times in a row and called it quits on the campaign. Because he was, in the nightmare mode, he was just absolutely devastating. I don't remember specifically what happened though. Circaj, I've fought. There's only one that I haven't fought in the entire game, which is one of the lightning ones, Jekaros maybe? But maybe I did actually fight him now that I think on it. So she's going to have 6 greens, so maybe we do go with the armor for her. I was okay with her stuff, actually. She didn't really cop much damage at all on reflection. So, yeah, let's keep her stuff. Okay, cool. So that's it. So we'll play off against Haidar, and we're going to do that tomorrow night. How cool. This deck needs to change now, so I need to lose 1 red and 1 blue. So I'm just going to discard Bulwark, because it's the first card I looked at, but the red I'll think about a little bit more. Shielded Strike. I didn't use that one a lot. It does get you 2 stamina though. Beyond Limits, that's a taunt, it's a 0 attack. It's going to be increasing in value now. Not that one. Don't need that, dickhead. Yeah. Get rid of that one. Okay. So he's good to go. She's good to go. And next, and I've replaced both of these. She just needs to make another potion. And we're good to go. Very exciting. I like this game. So yeah, I'll play this tomorrow night, and then we'll see. We'll see if I maybe switch up to a Euro for Thursday. Who knows? I'm excited. But yes, I hope you're all enjoying Miniature Masters. A lot of people have been sending me great messages and saying positive things about the show, which is nice. So there has been some negativity around the editing, judging. Who knows? Who knows? I love it. I love everything about it, so it's very disappointing that it's negative. But I love the show. Where's my Haidar model? I'll get him out. Everyone can have a look. I think that's him at the bottom of this thing. It is. Daniel, I couldn't agree with you more, mate. People do need to chill out. There's me Haidar, little guy, little buddy. The Pazis can get fucked. I forgot how much that guy sucks. He doesn't suck, he was just very annoying. Zitharos, he's good. He's a cool T-Rex. You fight a T-Rex in this game. What a legend. Okay. Well, I'll catch you all tomorrow night. Hope you have a great weekend. For Paul and others that it's a Sunday morning. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm getting to go to bed and go to work the next day. Glorious. No, I like my job. I like my job and I like the people I work with. So that's nice. Agamonia! Paul, what's your genuine feelings on Agamonia? I think you've said that you really like it. Every time I've looked at it, though, I've felt like there wasn't a lot of tactics in it. There wasn't a lot of strategy, that it just ended up devolving into a run towards a mission end type thing. Am I misinterpreting that? Am I misreading the vibe of the game? Is it actually quite good? Is it? Ah, would you like it solo? Is it worth investing in solo? And you quite liked Lands of Evershade, didn't you? Okay. I might have to look more into it. Every time I look at a playthrough, and this is part of the problem, right? So I said this about Aeon Trespass. If you just played Cycle 1 of Aeon Trespass, you probably don't see quite how in depth and strategic it can get. But by the same token, you don't want to look at too many later playthroughs, or you spoil yourself on the game. So, a bit of a challenge. Okay, tutorial part 3. Yeah, I think I only watched the tutorial part 1 because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So, is the Flooded Wilds the next one? No. It's not the Walltower and Frozen Wastes. It's not the Goldarks and Thunder Mountains. Is it the Endless Swamp for the Venom? It is. Okay, cool. So we're going to face off on an Endless Swamp map. Which one's that? Here it is. Looks cool. Here's Haidar. Haidar the Guidar. And we've got toxic fumes on this map. Excellent. That'll be something to read about tomorrow. All right, friends, I'll catch you then. They do look cool. They do look cool. I've enjoyed the 2 I've played so far. They add to the difficulty level, which I think is good. But they look nice. They add more excitement to the map and the experience, which I like. All right, friends, have a fantastic rest of your day or fantastic week. Thank you all.